Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Evening News with us, CNC3. A reported freak storm in Morvant in that area has left a family of 7 with nowhere to sleep tonight. This is after strong winds took the entire roof off their home. And the owner of the home, Alison Mitchell, says that she has also suffered thousands of dollars in losses due to water damage. Chester Sambrano has more.
No protection from the top. The structure at 2nd Caledonia Morvant, where Alison Mitchell and her 6 children call home, now unlivable. Pieces of the 3-year-old roof scattered across the area. It is the result of what they described as a freak storm shortly after midday on Sunday. One neighbor who spoke with CNC3 explained that the children were in the house at the time and escaped potential danger.
I was on my bed lying down. When the breeze started to blow, I thought my roof was going to blow off. And then I came out in the drawing room area and watching outside. I saw the 2 children, they had went to church and now came from church. And as they step inside, I just saw the whole roof take off. And the wires started to spark and things. So I waited till the wires stopped sparking and I called them. I said, come now, come. And they ran out bawling.
Alison Mitchell, who was not at home at the time, rushed home when she heard the news. Still visibly shocked, Alison tells us there was a lot of damage.
Everything, TV, everything wet, computer, everything wet, bed, everything wet. Fridge, stove, everything wet.
Alison says she has no idea where she and her children would sleep tonight and is appealing for help from the relevant authorities to help with repairs or possible relocation. A number of residents indicated their willingness to house the family until they receive help. I am Chester Sambrano, reporting for CNC3 News.
And today, CNC3 spoke to the CEO of the Self-Help Commission, Reynold Baldio Singh, who has promised immediate assistance to that family. The pre-budget rally is over and the numbers game has begun. Many are asking whether the People's Partnership government was able to mobilize the 20,000 party supporters that it had anticipated. Official estimates from the police, however, put the crowd at much less. But those who attended say this was not an election rally, hence the smaller crowd. By the end of the program, all seemed excited, though, about the no VAT announcement that was made by the Prime Minister. Kamal Georges explains.
Saturday's pre-budget rally was expected to mobilize close to 20,000 of the People's Partnership support base to trump the numbers opposition leader Dr. Keith Rowley summoned during his march against Section 34. But the jury remains out on whether Saturday's rally was the success the party hoped for. Official police estimates provided to CNC3 put Saturday's crowd at just about 7,000, while the fire services had estimated a crowd of just over 5,000. Sources within the cabinet admitted to CNC3 that the crowd was slightly smaller than what they've grown accustomed to at their rallies, but they also noted that the venue for this event was smaller and the blistering sun kept many of the party faithful on the outskirts of the Mid-Centre Mall car park. Supporters, though, had their own theories about why the crowd seemed smaller.
This is not an election. This is really about a budget. If it was an election, I think it would have been overflowing. But I think because the pre-budget is not something that's normal. I get people hearing this year. I think next year we might get a bigger crowd. That's what I think.
Those who attended, however, came for different reasons. Most came to support their government, which has been under attack by the opposition, while others wanted their voices heard on issues that have plagued the party in recent days. But by the end of the 4-hour-long program, the announcement of the removal of VAT on food items made it worth it for many.
Oh God, let me put on. Yeah, what I'm talking. That's the best thing could ever happen in the world, Barra. That was the greatest thing could ever happen. VAT on food? Thumbs up, thumbs up.
They believe the rally was necessary since the budget package presented in the Parliament is often too intellectual for the average man to understand. I'm Kamal Georges reporting for CNC3 News.
The Attorney General, Anand Ramlogan, says a barrage of lawsuits filed against a number of state executives under the PNM seek to recover more than $2 billion, and he warns there are more to come. AGM Ramlogan told CNC3 that citizens will get justice in those matters within the next 2 years. AG Ramlogan announced a number of new lawsuits at yesterday's rally, including former Petrotrin officials. Kamal Georges has more.
At present count, the lawsuits that are already filed or have commenced by way of a pre-action legal letter being sent, the sum that is being claimed is in excess of 2 billion Trinidad and Tobago dollars.
Attorney General Anand Ramlogan believes this is what's fueling opposition leader Dr. Keith Rowley's attempt to bring a premature end to his political career. AG Ramlogan told CNC3 on Saturday evening Dr. Rowley's attacks against him only serve to protect his own image.
In the last coming 3 months, the financiers have gotten together and they have all said to the PNM that if we are going down, we are going to take you all down. We are going to say what the secrets are, how the money passed, where it came from.
The lawsuits against former officials of UDCOT, Petrotrin, UTT and others under the PNM regime, he says, are slowly being addressed before the justice system, and former financiers of the PNM are running scared. But AG Ramlogan says unlike the criminal justice system, civil proceedings filed will ensure citizens receive justice within the next 2 to 3 years. AG Ramlogan also dismissed Friday's meeting between civil society and the opposition as simply politics.
Vincent Cabrera announced David Abdullah as the next Prime Minister of this country and held his hand high at their rally. I want to ask the question, what ministerial position is David Abdullah, Prime Minister, going to give to Dr. Keith Rowley in his cabinet? It have less people supporting MSJ than there are letters in the name of the party.
I'm Kamal Georges reporting for CNC3 News.
The owner of a large supermarket in East Trinidad is tonight welcoming the decision by the government to remove value-added tax on foods. Baliram Miraj of the Arima Discount Mart says this will go a long way in helping the average citizen. Samson Nanton has more.
5%. As a former president of the Supermarkets Association, Baliram Miraj is welcoming the removal of VAT on food prices, with the exception of luxury items. He says in a media statement, this move will certainly assist the wider cross-section of the country in reducing their high food bill. But he is advising the government and its technical team to be careful when crafting the changes and amendments in order that the public is correctly informed. He says, the Prime Minister suggested mid-November for these changes, but based on my experience, the first of any month will be a better time to start. In this case, I suggest December 1st might be appropriate. He's also suggesting that the items used for preparation of food that cannot be grown in this country, such as prunes, raisins, currants, cherries and mixed peels, which carry duties of 10, 25 and 40%, be removed as well. For CNC3, I'm Samson Nanton.
And meanwhile, the Couva Point Lisa's Chamber of Commerce is concerned over what measures the government may implement to recover the revenue lost with the removal of the value-added tax on non-luxury food items. The Chamber's president, Lily Hirai, says while the Chamber welcomes the removal of VAT on food as a budgetary measure to be implemented on November the 15th, the Chamber is awaiting tomorrow's budget presentation to look at what proposals would be offered to boost the economy and create jobs. Hirai says she is hoping the government does not take back what it has given with the removal of VAT, with increasing taxes and fines. She said the removal of VAT would allow more money in the hands of the poor and the middle-class communities who now may be better able to finance their loans and other financial obligations, as well as inject money into their savings. And a promise of jobs and social upgrades for people of Duncan, Nelson and George Streets in Port of Spain. This is an effort to end the ongoing crime problems that plague the communities there. These assurances have been given by the National Security Minister Jack Warner as he toured East Port of Spain today. Cameraman Neil Romain with reporter Chester Sambrano were on the tour and they filed this report.
National Security Minister Jack Warner kicked off his tour on Duncan Street in Port of Spain shortly after midday on Sunday. The aim? To hear the concerns of the residents on how their lives can be improved. Minister Warner would be given an earful of the problems while he sat in this pavilion taking notes. Two of the main concerns, a lack of jobs and the lack of proper housing. He also made allowances for some one-on-one time. Mr. Warner then walked a few paces away to the neighboring Nelson Street and got much of the same. At the end, he promised a high-powered ministerial meeting would be held with the residents on Tuesday in order to address all their concerns. Mr. Warner also told the residents that it was time for the long-standing war between the two streets to end, and his approach would be different.
To fight crime, you have to remove the conditions that cause crime. You have to give people jobs. You have to fix people's homes. You have to fix people's social surroundings and so on. And therefore, if you remove those conditions, then you could fight crime.
He revealed that short-term jobs will be created in the first instance, followed by something more sustainable.
I've seen some roofs falling apart. I've seen some homes want painting. I've seen some yards want paving. I've seen drains want fixing. If they even do those things for a start, they have enough work here for 6 to 9 months.
I am Chester Sambrano, reporting for CNC3 News.
The news continues after this short break. When we come back, the opposition leader, Dr. Keith Rowley, is calling yesterday's pre-budget rally an attempt by the government to attack him. We'll take a break and get to that story after this.
Studying for a degree, MBA or MSc at the School of Accounting and Management will change your future generation. We teach over 140 different modules that will make you a game-changing success, confident, innovative, inspiring, versatile, and globally employable. Register now at the School of Accounting and Management or visit our website www.samteacher.com or see us always on the front inside cover of your TSC directory. Programs offered are exclusive to us and unmatched in this region.
The glitz and glamour of international cycling comes to Tobago for 5 days of thrills and frills as some of the world's top pros arrive in our backyard to challenge the best of the Caribbean. The tempo will rise to fever pitch as cyclists confront the unforgiving terrain of the feature event, the UCI-sanctioned Tour of Tobago. ESPN will be back to produce a 1-hour program for broadcast to millions of viewers worldwide. Tobago will be a buzz of activity. This event is poised to become one of the biggest sporting attractions in the region. The Tobago International Cycling Classic, October 2nd to 7th. Don't miss it.
Enjoy the new look and same great taste today. Ginseng up, the roots of all power.
Now available, powder coating, the new high-performance decorative coating to satisfy your needs. Ideal for indoor and outdoor metal furniture, rims and car parts, marine and commercial equipment. And if it's new, protected for life from all the elements, even sea blast. All this in exciting colors and finishes. Visit us at Trinidad Powder Coaters, a division of Panland Trinidad and Tobago Limited, corner Eastern Main Road and Dorata Street, Laventille. Phone 627-0185. Email steelpan@mail.tt.
Here's what you'll enjoy when you visit the new Rupnarine showroom, corner Front Street and Wrightson Road, Port of Spain. Kitchen cabinets, bathrooms, closets, doors, tiles and patio furniture. The Rupnarine showroom. Call us today, 624-7667.
Why should you take your family to see America's most beloved characters from everyone's favorite street? Because there's nothing like seeing Sesame Street live. Do something good for your family and make a memory that will last a lifetime. Your children will laugh, sing, and dance along with Elmo and friends when they use fun and wacky instruments to make wonderful music. Bring your family to Sesame Street Live. Elmo makes music.
Coming to the Center of Excellence for 3 days only. From Friday the 2nd until Sunday 4th November, 7 big shows. Tickets on sale at leading Francis Fashions locations. Extra Food Supermarkets, MS Food City, Videotronics, and Food Masters. Presented by Family Attractions and Dairy Dairy. In collaboration with Flavorite Ice Cream, The Express Children's Fund, Movie Town, and CNC3.